Z here from Virginia Grace Living. So today I'm going to be planting some cole crops. So a lot of people hear cole crops. Are you trying to say cold crops? No, it's actually cole, which is the Old English word for cabbage, which all of these plants right here pretty much fall into the Brassica family, which is an overarching category for cold season crops. All right, so today we're going to be planting some broccoli. Let's see if I can get one out. All right, so we got some broccoli here, guys. We're going to be doing some cabbage, some kale, what else, cauliflower. We have some beets, and maybe a couple other things. I'm trying to think. Oh, collards, can't forget the collards. So we're going to be doing all that today. So right now I'm sitting on my silage tarp. So let me show you what I have going on here. So I put this tarp down about 1 week ago. We had watermelons and butternut squash, cantaloupes and stuff in here. I wanted to turn it over, cover it up. I really like using silage tarps for this purpose. I would have given it a little longer if I could have. I really would have liked to have done about 2 to 3 weeks, but we always have something growing here, so sometimes that doesn't work out that way. So we're gonna get a peek under this tarp. I'm gonna run the tiller one more time to just kind of bust up the roots and the other stuff that was under here, and then we'll start planting our fall cole crops. Well, first thing I gotta do is get all this stuff off of here, then I can get the tarp up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around, get all the little weights and pallet and stuff off the tarp, and then we'll see what's going on underneath. All right, let's see what's under this tarp. Well, it didn't completely kill everything off underneath there, but it looks better than I guess it did before. We're gonna hit that with the tiller and see if we can get rid of some of those grass and weeds and stuff that's trying to come up under there. So generally what happens is they come up and they get smothered. The ground was really dry under there, so it didn't do as good of a job as I would like for it to do. Plus, if I had longer for that tarp to sit, it would have done a lot better. But it did what it did, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get the tiller out and start busting the ground up. Alright, we got it all done. I had to go over it twice, so it took a little bit longer. And there was a bunch of roots and, old grass and stuff, so I just really wanted to bust it up pretty good. But we're going to go ahead and start with planting some of our collards. I'm going to plant them up here first. Then I'm going to do broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and everything that I can get in here. So I'm not going to bore you with planting each and every one, but I'm going to kind of show you what just how I like to do it. I've got my collards and my broccoli in this one, so I'm going to plant my collards first. I got a couple of different types of collards. I got this top bunch. It's a hybrid variety. It's done good for me in the past, so I'm going to do some of that. This is an older heirloom variety here called Morris Heading. It makes more of a head, almost like a cabbage, but it doesn't actually ball up. But it does well as well. I've done that one in the past, and I think that's pretty much what I got. Top bunch and that Morris Heading. I've also in here for my cabbage or my broccoli, I've got Green Magic and Destiny, and I've grown both of those in the past and they've done really well for me, so I kind of like to stick to those if I see them. So I just bought these already started. I didn't start any fall stuff from seeds. I have a local nursery that I can buy these from for a great price. So it's a lot easier for me. For a whole flat, which is 48 plants, is only $15.99. So I buy like 3 or 4 flats and I'm set for the season. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some of these out of here, and I just space them out, and then we'll get them put in the ground. Well, we got this plot planted in here. Got our kale, cabbage, cauliflower, collards, beets, and I think that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get this watered in here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some AgroThrive right here. This is the general purpose. So this is the general purpose stuff right here. It's good for getting things going and started. It isn't going to burn the plants or anything like that, even though they're really young. This is not a super hot fertilizer. It's an organic fertilizer. I'll put a link in the description. I use it on everything, so it's really good. Just kind of give them a little bit of boost as we get them in the ground. We'll go ahead and give them a little bit of fertilizer here in the watering can, and then I'll come back behind and water all that in. That's it for now. I went ahead and watered it in and everything with the hose. The only other thing I would do, that I'm not going to do tonight, but probably tomorrow, is I'm going to spray all these little plants with BT, which is, I don't remember what BT stands for, but it's an organic pesticide that works against the cabbage moth. So the cabbage worm, which is a green little worm that the cabbage moth that flutters around, it's white, lays on your any type of brassica plant, and they can make quick work of your vegetables. They can destroy your stuff pretty quickly. So I recommend going ahead and getting some of that. I'll post a link in the description for that as well. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So big things with planting your cole crops is getting them in time. Tomorrow is August 31st, so I recommend getting them in for zone 7B, where we are around this time of year, you know, up to like September 5th, first week of September, something like that. You know, you might be able to get away with doing a little bit later, but then you start losing daylight and stuff. So if you want to get some bigger plants before the daylight goes, you want to go ahead and get those in the ground. All of these are pretty much frost tolerant. They can take a little bit of a frost, so they will be fine even after we get our first frost. In fact, sometimes people say collards and stuff like that taste a little better or get a little sweeter after that first frost. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave your questions in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and God bless.